Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And today I'm going to be talking about week 2 of the year 2023. Yes, already the second week. So what exactly is in store? I'll be sharing with you the insights on the same in the initial summary part, where I will be explaining what exactly is happening during this week in the sky. And then we move on to the predictive about the 12 signs. So please do hear the summary part. It involves a lot of information regarding the transit position, so that you will be able to get to know about the current situation in the sky. And then one by one, how it is impacting you all. So this is based on the moon's ingress in the signs, because you see the outer planets change signs, not so frequently, but moon is the swiftest. So every 2 quarter days, moon changes. The major events take place only when there are major transits, childbirth, job change, place change. But when exactly a particular event takes place, that is based on the transit position, the distance, the angular distance of a particular planet like Sun, Mercury, Moon, Venus. They are the inner planets. So when they are forming an angular distance between the outer planets, only then the event takes place. Then comes the Dasha, then comes the transit. That is how you have to read the horoscope, step by step. Now, this summary part that I'm sharing with you, if you don't want to hear, you can straight away jump to the timestamp, which will be supplied after some time, because this is a live session. So I will be taking some time to, do the timestamps also. And also do subscribe my channel. My channel needs to be recognized, the kind of recognition it requires, because it is growing. Whatever it has grown, there is no advertisement, nothing I do, and it has grown organically since 2017. This channel is working, and I try to do the weeklies from 2018 onwards. I've been doing the weeklies, so I think you can subscribe and share the videos. And maybe this helps others also understand astrology, whatever the summary part, I speak and I share my insights on. Also, no event takes place on the very day of the transits. So in case you feel that nothing is matching up, maybe, it is because of the time zone you're in, maybe a day later or day before, it has already happened. When we talk about the outer planets, the impact could take 1 month's time plus minus, or a week's time plus minus. Mercury is retrograde, Mars is retrograde. So I have made separate videos on the same. I've made the yearlies also. I've made the January transit video also. So you can just go and watch all those videos. They are very helpful. And the summary part especially, involves a lot of information. And also, when you are listening to these videos, you should see from Ascendant, Moon, and also from the Dasha you are in. So how do we check that? Whatever Dasha you are in, make that Dasha Lord sign your first house. Suppose you are in Jupiter Dasha. Jupiter is in Gemini in your natal, in your birth chart. So you are in Jupiter's Dasha. So you have to see from Gemini also, because Gemini is the sign where Jupiter is seated. So from Gemini, Sun will be ingressing in the 8th house. Saturn is already there, will be leaving the 8th house and will be transiting through the 9th. So that's how you have to check from Gemini also. Apart from your moon and ascendant, maybe your moon is Libra and your sun is Sagittarius, but it is not matching up, or maybe it is matching up a little bit. So you have to also make your Gemini sign your first house, see that as well. We do have Dakshinayan ending and Uttarayan journey of Sun, that is called the Makar Sankranti, because when Sun is in the from January onwards, it moves into the sign of Capricorn, and it moves into the 6 months journey where it shines brightly. So that is also a very pious and a beautiful 6 months period when Sun is at its peak, at its brightest stone. That is the reason, we feel that we have more energy now to do things. That is why these 6 months period, you should make the best use of. The UttarAyana starts from Cancer, ingress of Sun. So that is why we divide 6 months period in the UttarAyana and 6 months in the Dakshinayana transit of Sun. So that is why it's winter ends and then starts the summer. I hope you all can hear me. Yeah, thank you so much. So when we are talking about this week, we must see that Sun is changing sign, Mars is getting direct, and Moon is going to be transiting through the 3 zodiac signs, the signs of Leo, Virgo, and Libra. And this is from the 9th to the 15th of 2023, January 2023. All right. So this is how we have to understand, and where Moon is actually ingressing, how is it actually forming a connection with the other planets, is very essential. And my videos are very crystal clear. What I'm doing, I share. It's nothing hidden. If I'm saying that this particular planet is interacting with this and this means this, so you are actually trying to learn and absorb also if you're a Vedic astrology enthusiast. All right. And if you're not, then definitely you can straight away go to your timestamp and see what is your zodiac sign, what is your ascendant, moon, or dasha, and then hear that as well. All right. And also, Moon is going to be interacting with Mars and Rahu to start with in Leo, and then will be opposite Jupiter, and then will be conjunct Ketu in Rahu Ketu axis, aspected by Saturn in Libra. So that's how the week looks like. And already, I have seen Aries people, Libra people, Taurus people, Leo people, Sagittarius people, as a matter of fact, are suffering little extra or little more than others. Why? Because Aries and Libra, as you know, Rahu Ketu are transiting through, and that is also causing a lot of chaos and troubles to Aries people. Then we move on to Taurus. Why Taurus is suffering since a long time? Because Mars has been transiting through Taurus from 10th of August till the 16th of October, and then again from 13th of November till the 13th of March is going to be there, and was in retrogression also for a long time. On the 30th of October, it went retrograde till the in Gemini sign till the 13th of November, and then went back to Taurus. So very, very, very chaotic time for Taurus people as well. Then for Leo people, it's little chaotic. Why? Because Mars and Rahu both are aspecting Leo signs, Leo people. So what is happening? There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of deviation, there is a lot of aggression, uneasiness. You feel that, you're doing so much, but still not getting the results. That is the energy of Leo signs. Sagittarius are also aspected by Mars and Rahu, not to forget. Aries, that means the fiery signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they all are suffering because Rahu is aspecting, so is Mars. So 2 malefic planets' influence on these signs has caused havoc. It's like havoc to these people. I can just simply say that when there is a Rahu energy, think twice before speaking anything, think twice before making any decision. Mars is also impulsive, so it aggravates the energies of Mars. The Rahu energy aggravates the energies because Rahu is what? A bad Jupiter. Expansive, it's a Chandal after all. And we are heading to a Guru Chandal Yoga also after April, not to forget. So when we have so much of, configuration of malefic planets, so we must take a pause before deciding anything, because there will always be some confusion, some deviation, some aggression, some impulse. So that's the reason I always say that the fiery people, especially Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, with this fiery energy, deviating energy of Rahu, also take a pause, propitiate sun God. Also, do not have false ego. There is the self-respect. There is a very thin line between self-respect and ego. So you have to be very careful when you are, thinking about yourself too much. Give importance to others more. Keep others before yourself. And the kind of energies around you you're creating is creating havoc for others also. Misunderstandings, illusions, confusion, misunderstandings, all that is happening so much for you guys. So enough of explanation on the fiery signs. See, the watery signs, they are also little bit, I would say, partially, influenced because, Pisces has aspect of Saturn, which is going to end soon next week. Then we have Scorpio, which is aspected by Mars and Jupiter. So Mars energy, its own zone. So it's not that bad either. Jupiter is also, aspecting. So it's actually a saving grace. Cancer is aspected by, again, two planets, that is Jupiter and Saturn till now. So what's happening here? There is a positive as well as negative. So you are actually having a lot of events. Suddenly, you feel that so many events are happening since the April month, 2022. So many events have already taken place in your life, one after the other. And now it's going to be your Ashtama Shani. So you have to take care of your health. But I will be making a separate video. I have to explain this because, people are just generalizing that it's Ashtama Shani, it's doomsday. No, it's not like that. Mars is getting direct, as you all know, in the sign of Taurus. It was retrograding till now. So things are looking a little brighter for you. For you people, you were having a passive aggression. Now things are going to be getting a little better. All right. So this is what the, summary part involves, because I always try to explain that why you people are going through a particular situation, why you are suffering, why this is happening. If you're enjoying, rest of the signs, are a little better. They get a little better by better. For Gemini, it's the Ashtama Shani. For Cancer, Ashtama Shani starting. For Virgo people also, there is a lot of maleficence attached. So anyways, we all have to understand that there is no sign which is perfect, or there is no sign which is imperfect also. Something or the other is a saving grace, something or the other. Actually, we all go through some good times, some bad times. Everybody goes through. So not to worry, things are going to change and towards better. Some point in time, we do go through the good times as well, isn't it? So let's start with the predictive without wasting more time on the summary. So let me start with Aries first. And as you all know, these are all live sessions, and whatever I speak, I just speak extempore. Could be good, could be bad for some. Sorry for that. For Aries people, this week, Moon is going to be transiting through 3 zodiac signs of Leo, Virgo, and Libra. So you have a lot of energy towards starting something new, travels, education. Maybe you are already contemplating on starting a business. Mars, your Lagnesh is after all getting direct. So marriage on cards, relationship, family expansion, or maybe there can be some kind of energy which is giving you some growth prospects, future prospects also. You have been working really hard. There has been a lot of confused state of mind also at the same time, but you are making good amount of money. There has been good chunk of money coming in, or maybe you will be getting into that zone soon. Take care of your health during this week in case you have any kind of plans that you want to do at the place of work or with your co-workers. You want their help. You want to start a fitness regime, you can do that as well. Also, Sun is going to be ingressing in your 10th house. So the workload is going to increase, your power is going to increase as well. So this is a beautiful time, for completing the task. This is going to be giving you that kind of energy towards creativity. You might be getting too good looking, maybe, you suddenly change your persona, your personality. So this is a very beautiful week for that. Lastly, 15th and 16th, I would suggest that, just lie low. Maybe, there is some confused state of mind with your partner, you have an argument or something, or just take your partner out for a date or for a dinner or something, in case you are having any kind of plans. That will help you. But at the same time, I would suggest do not take any hasty decisions, or do not get impulsive, or do not get upset with your own children. It might just give them a little, uneasiness, or there can be some kind of separative tendency or misunderstanding that you can go through with them. It's better to lie low, I would suggest. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week, Moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Rest time. It's a very beautiful week to start with, that, you feel relaxed. You want to understand people around you. You want to understand the energies. You want to check the waters. How deep is everything? How things are moving, So you're going to be getting that clarity also. Maybe you will be moving, working through your financials. You will be organizing everything at home, taking the help of your mom or your dad, connecting with them, connecting with your childhood friends or your own childhood, taking out the old pictures and going through them. Maybe you have had a travel, so you're just going through the pictures. And connecting with your children this week is a good idea. Connecting with your own roots, connecting with your own self. Maybe there is something about you which is giving you a lot of energy towards creativity. You're going to be picking up that paintbrush and starting to paint, or pick up that harmonium or that guitar or that violin and start playing. All that can be possible during the middle of the week. And also it could give you some inclination to write something, or maybe, dance, drama, some kind of activity which involves writing skills, publishing your book, or something like that is quite likely. Also, connecting with your dad, is a good idea. Take his advice. Maybe you want to go in for some investments and you take the help of your elders, or maybe your guru, you connect with. Take care of your health, I always say, for Taurus, because 6th house has malefic influence, and Saturn is also looking, at least till the time Saturn leaves the zone and transits through your Kendra, that is on the 18th onwards, 17th onwards, things are going to get a little better gradually. Give it some time, because suddenly you will not feel the Saturn's transits results also. Or maybe you have already started to feel, a month, as I said, month plus minus, you start feeling the results of the planetary positions. So Mars is going to get direct in your 1st house. So aggression will increase. Maybe, aggression you can channelize to doing things, buy property, invest there, or maybe, you can do a remedy and then do something about it, because until and unless you mellow down a little your ego clashes that you have, then you will not be able to rise. So with your partner, with your wife or husband or spouse, or any relationship you're in, any relationship, your brother, sister, anything. So you have to actually mellow down a little. Don't fall prey to your ego. There can be some clashes because of your ego. So you have to keep a constant check on that. Some connection with the foreigners or foreign lands will give you growth. So get connected with people, who are having that kind of influence, who can help you grow also. So this is a very positive time. Mercury is retrograde, so it's the best time to lie low on the insurance, tax, just keep a check. Whatever you have not been able to, now you have to keep a constant check on those things, on those areas. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, and fifth houses. And Sun is also going to be in your eighth house, and Mars is going to get direct. These are the highlights of the week. So to start with, you just sort out things which are lying pending, sort out things, or just call a quits to the past events that have taken place with your siblings, neighbors. Just sort them out rather than, getting upset or dragging it and going to the court, sue somebody and then fall prey to the, further miseries. So you have to keep a constant check on these zones. Just call it a quits. Any kind of short journeys that you have to take, be careful about your, whatever, you have, everything is intact, the tire or anything, like fuel is there or not, or your tickets are okayed or not, everything, itinerary, everything you have to keep a check on, because Mars is going to get direct. So it is looking at your third house, your short journeys, short travels. You have to be prepared for that. Children might be leaving and going overseas. It's quite possible that you become very creative, suddenly spiritual, and suddenly, you feel that you have started to do things, work on yourself. That is something that you've already started to do, constantly checking on your health, constantly checking on your thought process. You are actually changing towards better, for sure. You have that mental setup now, that no, I want to do things in so and so manner. I have to change it. The conventional you is now coming out of it. That shell of yours, you're just trying to break through. Saturn is also coming out of your eighth house. The Ashtama Shani is ending. So you are definitely going to change. You're exploring the world, you're traveling, you're learning, you're imparting your knowledge, you're enhancing your knowledge. Jupiter is in the 10th house, maybe with your co-workers, or maybe you're having a lot of collaborations, you're meeting people. So all that is also quite likely when Saturn is also going to be ingressing in your 9th house. Sun is going to be in your 8th house. Don't procrastinate. Don't laze around much, and keep a constant check on your ego. Ego clashes with people as well. Moon is going to be in your 4th house in the middle of the week. So relax, take things easy. 13th, 14th, just relax. This is the day for you to unwind. Just converse with people who are very close to you, your family, or meet people who are like your peers. So all that is quite possible that you feel quite good about yourself and you're relaxed. All right. So this is a very positive week for you overall. Just keep a check on your health also, because Sun is going to be in your 8th house. So keep a check on your eyesight, ear problem, or it could be that you have some lower abdominal issues also. All right. Or bones. Okay. Take care. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, Moon is going to be ingressing in your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses this week. It's a beautiful week to start with, because you're now getting that clarity as to how you can use your funds, your financials. You want to park them well. Mars is also getting direct, not to forget that. Mars is your yoga kara graha. When it is getting direct, you will get a lot of clarity about who's who, what are the friends you want to keep with, what are the financial positions that you can work through, how you can park your funds, where you should park your funds. You're going to be planning all that now. You're already contemplating, and this will actually enhance and upgrade you. And also, Sun is going to be leaving your 6th house and transiting through your 7th. So maybe, connection with the influential people, startups, any kind of business plans you're going to be actually bringing forward, or you're going to be thinking and contemplating on that as well. Moon is going to be ingressing your 3rd and 4th houses also this week. So some short journey on cards, maybe, you will be connecting with the people at the place of work. Your co-workers are supportive of you. Maybe they will be requiring your help. So just extend that helping hand. Maybe, you're going to be getting that kind of connections with the influential people, and you're going to be getting that promotion that you have been waiting for this week. So this is a good week for you. There can be a little bit of anxiety at the home front, on the 15th and the 16th, just be careful about that. Keep a constant check. What happens when you have a lot of anxiety pangs? So you tend to withdraw yourself from your own people. You want to close yourself. You want to go into your shell, but that's not the way. You should talk to your people. You should talk to your family members and sort things out. Everything will fall in place. You're already detached from your family because you're working hard, you're working a lot, because Saturn is a cold planet looking at your fourth house. Ketu's, as it is there in the fourth house, it brings about a lot of detaching energies. So you're detached from your family and you're working hard at the place of work, but there is no recognition that you are waiting for. You're not getting that kind of recognition. Don't worry, Jupiter is also looking at the first house. So this is giving you that kind of sustainability. You don't have to worry about your basics. It's giving you that. You don't have to worry about the relationship with the guru, the bosses, the influential people, your father. You're getting very good command on these zones. So at the place of work also, you are going to be actually working really hard. Don't worry, things will fall in place after some time. Sun is going to be in your seventh house. Things are looking a little better. This month is looking better. Next month, of course, when it's the Kumbha Sun, so it can give you some kind of aggression. But Saturn is going to be going in your eighth house as well. I'll be making the video of the same next week. But yes, this is a very beautiful week for 2-3 things. That is about your finance and about your travels and connection with your family members. You can just spend some extra time with them and sort things out if at all you're having any kind of misunderstanding. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. For Leo natives, the moon is going to be transiting through your first, second, and third houses. This is a very good start of the cycle. That is, when moon is transiting through your first house, that means it has to ingress through the 12 houses. So this is like an inception point for you. Maybe you are going to be thinking new things. You're thinking about doing things differently. You have that mental setup where you are exploring now. You want to think big. You want to think not big, but clear. You are getting that clarity now. Don't get swayed by your emotions, because you have a lot of impulsive energy because of Mars looking at this moon to start with. Also, it is in retrogression. It gets direct on the 13th of January. So that's the time when you have to put a lot of effort. See, Mars is your Yogakara Graha in the 10th house. It is Digbala also. So definitely you are going to be getting that kind of momentum now. Whatever was at halt now will start moving. You will be acquiring knowledge. You'll be doing things in a very aggressive and rigorous manner. Now is the time when you will be getting that kind of rhythm, that rhythm which was missing, that inertia. Now is the time when you can maybe go ahead with a job change also if you're looking for, because after this it is going to be 11th house ingress in Gemini sign. So it is again a good transit for you. Till the time Mars moves into the debilitation sign of Cancer, it is a good transit for you till the May month. So enjoy this partial year, which is going to be giving you good results after Mars gets direct. So this is the time when you can plan your journeys, your travels, sending off your children overseas, anything that you have to do during this week. You can plan everything, chalk out your plan, because this is the foundational week. Plan your financials well. Mercury is going to be getting direct also. So this is the time when you will be actually laying the foundation to your new businesses, anything to do with your financials, your children, in case you want to send them off or you want to plan their education, plan it well. Sun's ingress in the 6th house is also going to be very good for you, because it is going to be, it's said that it is good in the 3, 6, 10, 11 houses, the Ukchaya houses. Sun does well. So it will give you that growth, it will give you that energy. You will be now in that, momentum that you have been missing out on. You'll be working out, whatever, you're feeling that the weight is gained, or, you're not in that zone where you are, there is, what do you call that? That you've not got that energy to do things. Now you will get that courage, that boldness, that energy, that fitness that you have been missing for. So you'll be getting that in that momentum now. So it's a beautiful time for you. Just be careful about your relationship with your siblings. Maybe, your siblings are getting detached or you're getting detached from them. But journeys definitely are going to be a little cumbersome, so plan them well. All right. So this is a beautiful week overall. Things are changing towards better for sure. All right. Job prospects and promotion also. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. I have explained in the initial summary part about the signs who are suffering. So do watch that. Now Virgo starts. So for Virgo natives, Moon is going to be in your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. So 12th house means that it is actually, the end of the cycle. And you now want to understand what all happened in the last 27 days when Moon was ingressing all the signs one by one. So this will give you a lot of energy to understand things better. Clarity will be there because now Moon has matured out. Moon as in your mind, because you've experienced all the things, you have from 1st house to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so on and so forth. All the houses get activated, one by one when Moon is ingressing in all these signs. So when Moon has completed this zodiac, so you actually tend to contemplate on things, subtle things. There are subtle energies, or maybe, you're going to be rejuvenating yourself, reinvigorating yourself, or maybe, you will be going in for a meditative or a, retreat. You're going to be taking a spa. All that is also like, giving yourself, taking yourself in the light mood. So you're going to be getting into that zone when Moon is in the 12th house. To start with 10th, 11th, 12th, you will feel these energies more. So enjoy this, but at the same time, Mars and Rahu are also looking. So don't fall prey to the negative energies more, because your thoughts might become very negative and the influence of others might just pull you down. Maybe, somebody who you think is your friend or is by your side, you follow them, but ultimately they are not the actual friends. So you feel quite excuse me, you feel quite low on energy also. Why this is happening with me? You will get that clarity. Just give it some time. All right. And then Moon will be transiting through your 1st house, and another cycle begins fresh. Now you have understood, after the 12th house ingress, on the 13th, 14th, you will get that clarity. Okay, I want to do this now, not thinking so emotionally. I have to be a little practical also. I have to carry on with my life now. This is not going to be the case that I sit quietly and keep brooding over things of the past. All right. Take care of your financials. Do not get carried away and deplete your savings. Work on your budgets. Work on your expenses. Do not fall prey to buying impulsively, because impulsively, if you buy, you will regret later. All right. So that is something you have to take care of. Sun is going to be ingressing in your 5th house. Very good time for starting some new things, creativity, entertainment, dance, drama, anything to do with your sun energy, in the 5th house. Sun is the ruler of the 5th house in the natural zodiac. So sun ingress in the 5th house is good for your creativity, your unwinding, and getting connected with the people who actually bring some life force in you. You will meet certain people, or maybe, your children only teach you something which, sparks things in a very different way or in a different platform. It takes you to another level. That is also quite likely. Mars is also in the trine to Sun, because Sun is going to be in the 5th house and Mars is getting direct in the 9th house. So this is definitely going to be giving you those energies where you will be starting something new, starting something fresh, learning some new lessons of life. Maybe you will be meeting a guru. Maybe you will be meeting somebody who actually, puts you in that zone where you are a level up. So it could be anyone, anything. And Rahu energy will actually give you a lot of encouragement and boost to this Mars also. So you will definitely be getting involved in with people who are actually influential people, politicians. You'll be meeting and connecting with them as well. In case you want to go and move overseas, this is also quite likely that you do. Take care of your health. I keep saying that because there is a Rahu in the 8th house. So thankfully, Jupiter is looking at the first, so it's a big time saving grace. Whatever you do, you will get the results. In case you're looking for a partner, you will be meeting the potential partner also. All right. So this is what the week looks like, but not good for the ones who are already in relationship or marriage, because there is a Ketu in the 2nd house, which is the 8th from the 7th. So it can abruptly end the relationship, or there can be a lawsuit that you have to go through. All right. So take care. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. For Libra natives, Moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses this week. And this is the time when you will be having a lot of, connections, influential people. You'll be meeting people who are going to be giving you some kind of support, or you're meeting people who are actually required in your life. Like sometimes what happens, you're doing certain things, you're not getting a solution. So maybe, some experts you will come across, okay, some guide, mentor. So all those kinds of people you might come across during this week, because Sun is also going to be in your 4th house. So 4th house energy is also, about happiness, about your home. So maybe somebody from your own family, supports you, or maybe some old friend. So just think about it, how you can take their support and, just seek advice before jumping into any kind of impulsive decision making, especially related to your financials. Mars is also getting direct in the 8th house. Things are looking a little better for you because Mars is going to be leaving the zone, moving towards your 9th house. So this is definitely a very positive movement, because it was in retrogression moving towards your 7th house, towards Rahu. Now it's moving forward. So this energy is going to be giving you some kind of change, clarity, courage, boldness, change of place, change of job also. But your financials will grow only when you will put that effort which is required. All right. There is something hidden, some hidden energy, or you can say something which is latent. You have to understand and recognize that. Saturn is looking at your 1st house for a few more days, and then will be leaving the zone and going to be transiting your 5th house. Things are looking better and brighter for you at the workplace also. In case you're thinking of any kind of change, you should plan from now itself. This is the foundational week. Take a break. Try to understand things, maybe connect with the foreigners, connect with that mentor that you have been waiting for. Take the help of somebody who is an expert to decide the particular decision that you want to take. You are confused. That is the reason, you're not able to make right kind of decisions and choices. Your partner has suddenly become very, very demanding. So that has also developed a lot of aggression in you, latent energies, which you're not able to express. At the same time, you should be careful about your mental setup, your aggression, because there is a lot of anger which is there. So it might just be a volcanic eruption one day. So you are very anxious right now. Things will definitely subside. Don't worry. Any kind of educational plans, they will also start after Saturn leaves the 4th house and transits through your 5th. Any kind of entertainment activities, serious activities, if you want to get involved in, you will be starting those activities also. Education definitely, and competition success also coming your way. Before April, make decisions, because Jupiter is going to be ingressing in your 7th house after that, and it's going to be a Guru Chandal Yoga. So before that, just try to finish off and wrap up things. In case you're gaining weight, start up with your workouts, eat the diets properly, seek help from the dietitian and then, bring forward your diet plans and use them, to lose weight. All that you can do, or maybe gain weight if you're losing. Mercury's retrograde will be getting direct next week. Sun is also going to be in your fourth house. So this might bring about some changes, in the home front. Maybe you will be having some kind of conversational issues with your family members this week. So this month, when Sun is going to be here, from the 14th, I think 14th till the next month, 15th, Sun is going to be in the zone. So make sure that you are not losing your temper, your cool, and you're maintaining that equilibrium at the home front also. All right. These are just the do's and the don'ts, but overall, it is a good week for you because you will get a lot of time to think about things which you have not thought from a long time. Take a break, take a spa, take a rejuvenation activity, involve go to a retreat, isolate yourself, take a break, especially on the 13th and the 14th. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. Sorry. For Scorpio natives, Moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So this is a very good time for understanding the people around you because you're emotional about your work. You're getting very much involved in your work. So what is happening? People want to discuss things with you. So don't distance them from yourself. That distant relationship will cause a lot of confused state of mind later. So this is the time when you sort out things at the place of work. Think about doing things in a bigger scale. Understand that teamwork only works better. So if you are very emotional about your work, if you are charged up about your work, things are going to be getting that on the smoother journey because you are having that kind of compatibility with the people around you. You should actually be a leader. Mars is also going to be looking, your Lagnesh is going to be looking at the 10th house, and Sun is going to be ingressing in your third. So definitely some growth prospects on your cards at the place of work. Influential people will be definitely coming in, you will be coming in contact with, and you're going to be taking some journeys which are going to be changing you and towards better for sure. Maybe with your co-workers, you're just taking a road trip and, you're discussing the projects and everything and you want to complete it. So you are going to be discussing all that as well. And this is the time when you have to change your place. Now you're contemplating, okay, some renovation has to take place. So you're thinking about all those things as well. Do not get carried away in investments right now, not heavy investments. In case you're having ego clashes with your partner or you're in a relationship, love relationship, so that actually might aggravate things aggressively. Or maybe there is a lot of physical, compatibility and you're having a lot of physical interaction, physical relationship with your partner. Also quite likely with Mars getting direct as well. Rahu's in your 6th house, as it is gives you some kind of lack of clarity about your health. So in case you're having a lack of diagnosis, do the right kind of, remedies. I do give remedies if you're not able to diagnose the disease. So that depends on the horoscope to horoscope, it varies because there are certain remedies which are to be given when you're not able to diagnose the disease or where you have to go, which direction your treatment is. So all that has to be seen. That is a personalized reading, of course. But otherwise, it is a big time saving grace because Jupiter is in your 5th house, good for children, good for progeny, and is looking at your 1st house and 9th house as well. So father's health is going to improve gradually. See, there is an aspect of, it's going to be Mars direct aspect also. So aggression will increase. So channelize that aggression to do things. You need energy to complete things also. You need energy in everything. So use that particular energy that you are focusing on the negatives to focus on the positives. Things will get better. Ketu is in the 12th house, so you have to take care of your health. Somebody's in the hospital, you're going to be meeting this week, or maybe you will be isolating yourself from the whole world. You want to just cut yourself up, against, you want to just be in that zone where you are going to be contemplating on things and working on yourself. So that's when 15th, 16th unfolds. You will get a lot of clarity now. Okay, you will get clarity. Okay, I want to do this. I want to be in this. So all that will be there, for you. And there can be that you are going to be working through your financials well. You will get that clarity also. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, one sec. For Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. Very good transit. In case you are having any travel plans, they're going to actually materialize. And in case you want to plan your financials, you can do that. Purchase of property, lawsuit, if you want to get into or filing a divorce or separation, So this Mars will actually give you that clarity also this week. So Moon in the 9th, 10th, and 11th will give you too much of work and your inclination to complete the task also. Maybe you will be getting connected with your co-workers. You are the team leader. You are the one who's having that energy to do things. As it is, Rahu and Mars are looking at the first house. You feel quite confused at times. You feel that things are not moving. You're putting the effort, but you get little haywire all over the place. So you feel that you're not getting that clarity. It's because you have a Rahu aspect on the first house, and Mercury is also retrograde. When Mercury is retrograde, what happens? Your intellect, your thinking process, your logic reasoning fails you. You're not able to make right kind of decisions, or maybe everything comes to a halt. For you would be at the place of work and in the relationship, especially. You're not getting that kind of clarity right now. Also, Mars is turning direct, is a favorable transit for you because it is now moving towards the 7th house zone after getting direct. So this is a very positive time for getting connected with your uncles, your aunts, your sister, your brother, or take their help, deciding about your legal matters, legal issues that you're facing. Take care of your mother's health. Property related matters are going to get resolved. In case you want to go in for some purchase of property, you can do that as well. In case you want to do certain things related to your education, you can start that also. There is some confused state of mind, undoubtedly, because Rahu is in your 5th house. So it gives your children a lot of confusion also, which direction to go, what subjects to take. There are so many branches as it is these days. It's very difficult for children to decide, pick and choose the subjects. Just pick it up. Maybe after November, you will get that clarity. Okay, I don't want to do this. I want to switch. So whatever you get, whatever subjects you are going to be doing, please do that. And then you can just, wait for the right time and switch. November onwards, things are going to change any which ways. All right. So change of residence, change of place, all that is on cards. Saturn is going to be leaving your 2nd house. It will be transiting your 3rd house as well. So that is also very positive for you. You'll be getting a lot of courage, that boldness, and you will get what you want in your work, at your workplace especially. All right. Your Saturn's ingress in the 3rd house is definitely very positive. All right. So Moon will be in your 11th house by the end of the week, 15, 16. So you might just have a tiff or a small argument with your friends or the community you move around in, with your people around you. But take care of your mother's health, as I said. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th house to start with, then 9th and then 10th. See, when Moon is in the 8th house, there is some confused state of mind. You either are very impulsive, it's a fiery sign in the 8th, So you can become a little aggressive, egoistic, and you might take a little wrong decision. You can go haywire in your thought process. So make sure that you do not get carried away by your ego, by your emotions. Do not make decisions abruptly, ending things abruptly, impulsively starting things. Don't do that, especially on the 10th, 11th, 12th. There can be something which can give you some kind of, possibility of looking into the financials improper, or maybe, you're not getting that clarity. You can go lazy also, on these 2 days, or you get confused about making decisions as it is. Rahu is looking at your 8th house. So you have to take care of your decision making for sure, and your health, because your mental health actually gets impacted when Rahu and Moon are getting combined, or they are going to be in that aspect. So you have to be little extra cautious about making decisions. Write whatever you want to, then see whatever, just list it. Just write everything, just see what you want to do, and then one by one, strike it off. Okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I have to do this with this thing. So you will get a lot of clarity. You should always have a checklist. When you have so many things on mind, you should always have a checklist. I always do that, whenever I'm stuck or I have so many things to do, in one after the other. So I have a checklist and see the priority. Okay, I have to do this first, and then I go step by step. Okay, I've completed this, now I have to go. That's how, everybody. And journaling is the best thing. When you talk to the journal, when you're writing something, you're actually expressing yourself. So your mindset actually gets very empowered, and you feel that energy of, and the clarity also. At the place of work, there can be a little bit of argument. You can go a little uneasy, or there is stomach pain, or some indigestion issue. So make sure that you take care of that as well. As I said, you have to change the time zones. Things can happen a day before or after. So that is because of the time zones. So take care of your eating habits. Maybe you're going to be eating something out, and it can just spoil your stomach. So take care. Mars is getting direct, so children are going to get very aggressive. Aggressive could be that they are studying a lot, and they're going to be clearing those exams they have been waiting for. Some kind of aggression is channelized towards their working, their competition, their success, education. And you might be just having a lot of energy to do things in a very speedy manner. You're going to be very much involved in sports activity, maybe, some physical activity also. So with Mars getting direct, things are getting into that momentum also. Moon is going to be in your 9th house on the 13th and the 14th. Some travel plans might come forward, and you're going to be planning all that, that, okay, now I have to those organized planning, that I have to do this now, I have to write, I have to travel, I have to maybe start a new project. All that is also on your cards, and you're going to be really doing things now in that manner, where you are going to be getting that kind of clarity, exploration, education, going out for dinner. Maybe you'll be taking your partner out for dinner, quite likely. And you have a Jupiter aspect also on the 9th house. So maybe you are going to be publishing your book that you have been waiting for. And this is going to be giving you a lot of energy towards getting connected with your guru, your partner, your father. This is definitely a very positive week for you for that reason as well. And Saturn is leaving your first house after all, so things are getting better for you at the place of work also. You have not been getting that kind of success, or maybe, that upliftment till now. So things are going to get better for sure. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So this is a week when you will be starting up with the conversations with people. You will be striking that kind of business deal, maybe, a startup or something like that, which is going to be maybe a big time investment that you're going to be taking up, and you're going to be getting that clarity also. And maybe wearing new clothes, meeting people, going for a meeting, that is also quite possible. And in case you're having any kind of fixations, you'll be coming out of that as well. You should not have that stubbornness, restriction, and, just fixation, as we say, that no, headstrong. I want to do this. I just want to do this. No, I can be little flexible. That is something which you should be actually doing, though it's an Aries sign, but it's a fixed sign as well. So you are like Aquarius. So you don't have to have that kind of lack of flexibility. Okay. So just be more compatible with people, understand them. If you want to pump in more money in your business, you have to be flexible and you have to understand that, you require the services of others also. So you have to be also giving. In the middle of the week, 13, 14 especially, there can be some kind of confusion, some kind of restriction, some kind of, lack of decision making also. You can go a little impulsive. So you have to lie low and do not get carried away by your emotions too much and get, sometimes I've seen 8,000 ingress, makes people self-pity a lot. Oh, why I did this? Oh, or brooding, over the spilt milk. Oh, why I didn't do that? I wish I could have done that. It's destiny. Destiny prevails. So if something had to happen, it is over and out. Move on. Start something new, something fresh. There's always, like, you end today, you start again. You end tomorrow, you start again. It's an ongoing process. So you cannot just stop and sit, in one place. You have to keep on moving. And that's how life moves on. Mars is also going to get direct in your Kendra. So definitely it is going to be giving you some kind of elevation. Maybe you'll be buying a vehicle, a property. You'll be moving to a new place. Maybe you'll be renting a new place, or maybe you will be buying a property and shifting there, or start to construct that place also, maybe, that house of yours. So this is going to be definitely a very positive time for you. Ketu is in your 9th house. Travels might be a little cumbersome, and you are getting a little more deeper in the spiritual angle, not the religion I'm talking about spirituality aspect. So you're going to be quite spiritual. You're going to be meeting the expectation of your family. Maybe your family wants you to be following those laws and rules and traditions, and you're going to be following those customs and religion, and you're going to be marrying somebody in your own community also, quite likely. Sun is going to be in your 12th house, so just keep a constant check on your health and your expenses. Some foreign collaborations on cards, quite likely that you have your siblings moving away from you, drifting apart, or maybe they're leaving the country and going overseas, quite likely as well. Your partner might be leaving you and going overseas, maybe working overseas. So that is also quite possible. So make that arrangement, an arrangement in such a manner that it is not a legal separation, it is a mutual separation. So maybe, when you have to, as I always, say, if there is a time period which shows there is a separation or a divorce or something like that, legal separation. So I do what? I buy time. I tell them, all my clients, I always say that do not part ways right now, because this is not the right time. So once that time passes off, then what happens? Things fall in place automatically, because time change, people change. Okay. Whenever the time changes, people will change, their mental setup changes. So that is why the timelines, the Dasha, when it changes, I have seen people changing them, their mentality changes, their persona changes, their environment changes. So you should never make an impulsive decision unless there is a lot of affliction in the 6th house, 9th house, 7th house. You can part ways. But if it is showing only a minimalistic, affliction, so you should always, as an astrologer, guide the client or your, the native, not to separate right now, or maybe a forced separation, a mutual separation, that okay, you live in the other place, I live in the other country, like that. So that is also going to help. All right. Relocation astrology also helps if you want to just come out of the break or divorce or something. Relocation astrology. If you're not conceiving, change the place, you'll conceive. I've seen people doing that. Having a lot of health issues, change the place, things will fall in place, things will get better. You'll get a good doctor, maybe good treatment. All right. Oh, I shifted to this place and so things are happening. So what is that? It's because, your time and your place, they are not synchronizing. So you have to change the place and things will start getting better. So this week is good for you for investments, for starting something new and meeting the guru or the mentor or following your traditions. Take your partner out for dinner. Take care of your eating habits. Don't have a lot of sweets. You're having a lot of sweets also. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week. See, now is the time when you will get a lot of clarity about your work, your daily routine matters that you are involved in. You want to actually change it. You want to break the routine and you want to start something differently because things are not moving the way you wish to. So what happens when you're not getting the results? Stop doing same thing over and over again. You have to change your modus operandi if you really want to do something and get the results differently. So give some time to yourself, give yourself some a chance to understand yourself better. All right. Maybe there is some opportunity waiting for you this week. Just grab it. Mars is also turning direct, looking at your 6th house also. Do not get carried away and involve in any kind of legal matters because Rahu is also looking here. Take care of your health. Do not deviate from the path. Follow the path, follow the rituals. That'll help you. Also, with Ketu in your 8th house, this gives problems of the piles and, it gives some kind of health issues related to your lower abdominal region. So take care of your health and do not fall prey to the circumstances, where you can get carried away and make decisions related to your financials, unscrupulous means, where you scrupulous means of earnings and, just getting involved in some with some people who are not the right kind of people. So all that you have to be careful about. Be ethical, follow those ethics. All right. Jupiter is in your 1st house, a lot of ego it gives, but at the same time, it is giving you that kind of learning also. You're learning a lot during this period for sure. Saturn is also looking not to forget. So it is definitely giving you some overseas connectivity. You're changing your mindset, about people, about yourself. Your perspective is changing. Saturn is also going to be transiting your 12th house, and Jupiter will be also aspected by the Saturn from the April onwards. So you are going to be making some decisions related to your studies, education, or maybe some financial, or you might be just changing your job. Maybe you'll be shifting away from the place where you are. You're already changing your residence. Quite possible that during this week, this is the foundational week. You might lay foundations to connect with people who are going to be there for you, with you for a longer period. Sun is going to be ingressing in your 11th house. Very good time to get connected with the politicians or the influential people, doing those businesses or taking help of the people where you are, your work is stuck. Now is the time when you will be getting that kind of connections. And because of those connections, you're getting that clarity and you're going to be getting that boost of energy also. Mars getting direct is definitely very positive for you. You'll be buying property, you'll be selling your old house and buying a new one, or you might be changing a vehicle also. If you want to change the vehicle, you can do that as well. All right. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. So I have mentioned everything in the initial summary part, and before in the Aquarius sign, I have mentioned as something very, very essential and very, very important. So I'll be doing the timestamps. Maybe, it might just get a little delayed, but I'll definitely be doing it for sure. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a very happy Makar Sankranti and have a great Uttarayan. All the best to you all. Have lots of energies and boldness and courage, and grow. Shine like a sun. All right. Om Tat Sat.